On your marks, get ready, shop! Nothing haunts us women like the things we didn't buy. Today's show is brought to you by Target, otherwise known as Target. What woman doesn't shop at Target? Let's keep it 100. Online shopping is the best. You know why? You can shop with no makeup, a pair of sunglasses, and a cold glass of sangria. New bedding, check. Chic new shower curtain, check. Fresh features for the home, check, check, check. From bed and bath items to apparel, accessories, outdoor living, and beyond, Target's got sales on products that will add sparkle and fun this week. For those rooms that need a refresh, link to this week's deals from my website, ninababel.com/podcast, and you're going to look for episode number 14. This is going to give you this week's store discounts.
Nina's purpose is to empower women to celebrate women's embarrassing moments. If you're too shy, nervous, or embarrassed to ask about sensitive girly stuff, you're in the right place.
Sup, Girly Nation? Welcome back to another edition of the Keep It 100 Girls Show, coming to you live and direct from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. I'm your hostess with the Keep It 100 Girl mostess. It's Nina Babel. This is where we tell the truth, nothing but the truth, even if it's totally embarrassing or super cray-cray. Like I've said before, peeps, one rule in my podcast is we overshare and we drop girlfriend knowledge. If this is your first time here, welcome. But remember to hang up your inhibitions at the door. As always, I keep it 100. I keep it real. I keep it true. Myself and Girly Nation, we reveal our tell-all experiences, aha moments, advice, and lastly, mother friggin' knowledge. Connect with me on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat using the handle @NinaBabel. Or you know what? Just head over to my website, ninababel.com/subscribe, just to make sure you're in the know with my latest and greatest. Girly Nation, are you ready to keep it 100?
Ready to keep it 100, girl.
Oh, Nina, I keep it 100, baby.
Yes, I'm ready to keep it 100.
I'm ready to keep it 100, girl.
You know I'm going to keep it 100.
My hand is raised. How about yours? On the real, let's get this party started, Girly Nation. In last week's episode, we talked about your kissing style, what it says about you and your personality. It was 50 shades of cray-cray, huh? Girly Nation brought their girl swagger to the mic. I loved it. Those are the exact type of conversations we girls have behind closed doors over din-din and drinks or just cocktails on the couch. Ladies, 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 your boobs are going to thank me later. We should care for our boobs with the right bra, just like we do with our hair, skin, and nails. You are going to experience my first official bra fitting live from a changing room at the Town Shop. The Town Shop is one of the oldest bra fitting stores in New York City. So in this episode, you're going to learn the role of a bra fitter, the anatomy of a bra, how long a fitting actually takes, what's our biggest complaints when it comes to bras, and the care and maintenance of a bra. Last week, guys, I had the honor and privilege of learning more not only about my own boobs and how they're shaped, but my bra type and true size from the Town Shop experts. You can't miss the white and pink vertical sign that hangs alongside the building of 2270 Broadway on the Upper West Side of New York City. I met with the owner, Danny Koch, who is the 4th generation owner of this store. And guys, this store was founded by his great-great-grandfather, Sam Koch, in 1888. They have over 100 years providing women their bra fitting experience.
New York, New York.
So I think I went to the right place, especially for my first time, right? Danny provides the history of his store and the whole meaning behind his family's legacy.
So my great-grandfather, this is back in 1888.
Yeah.
It was not a lingerie store. It was his first business.
Okay.
He actually bought a stationery and / cigar store in 1888 on Bleecker Street for $1,000. How he had $1,000 in 1888, I don't know. I never got the answer to that. And why he didn't buy the building, I'll never know that either. But what happened is over the years it evolved, and he went into women's and men's shirt collars, pantyhose, then got into the girdles, and then it evolved into more of a lingerie, bras. They carried gloves for a while, and my grandfather and his sister then turned it into the town shop, which is, it became in 1925, it was renamed the town shop. Okay. Before that, every merchant just named whatever business they had after themselves. I mean, so it used to be just called S. Koch.
Okay.
His name was Sam Koch.
Yeah.
And that's what it was called. And then they moved to 57th Street, which was the hub of fashion.
Right.
Back in the 20s through, I would say, the 70s. All your best stores were on that street, and still some of them still are.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's where it really got its defining lingerie store foundation. It was my grandfather and his sister, and they ran this beautiful store on 57th Street. And then my grandmother married into it. She met my grandfather there. She was selling advertising to him.
Wow.
And the story was that my grandfather kept on saying Mrs. Koch to the woman that he was working with. And he asked my grandmother, who was selling advertising to him, he asked her out. And she went back to her office and she said, "Can you believe the nerve of this guy? He's talking to this woman, Mrs. Koch, and he's asking me out?" And they said, "That's his sister." They said, "You march back there and put on the charm. That's the most eligible bachelor on 57th Street." And she went back and she got married. So,
Nice.
So it was a really great story. And then they had two kids, my dad and my uncle, and they lived up here. And my grandmother didn't want to travel down to 57th Street. So in 1936, she opened the store up here.
Wow.
So we've been on Broadway now. This is our 80th year.
That's amazing.
And basically doing, the same thing for 80 years, which is just the magic and delicate art of fitting women for bras.
Girlies, this was a feel-good experience, and there's nothing like trying something for the first time and having no expectations. It exceeded by far all my expectations. Every woman needs to do this for herself. I'm all about quality over quantity, but you would be doing yourself a great disservice if you don't do this for yourself. I had so much fun that it made me want to ditch my bra on my way out of the store. Most of us know our own bra struggles. My two biggest struggles is digging into my shirt or my blouse in public, or constantly pulling up my strapless bra with this motion of bending my knees and then shimmying myself back into it. You know what I'm talking about. Girly Nation shares their biggest bra struggles with me. Tammy's in her 30s, a mother of one, knows she wears the wrong size. And then we have Tara. She's in her 20s, mother of two, and she shares her real-life personal bloopers when it comes to her own bra problems and wearing the wrong size.
Oh, I was wearing the wrong size. Either I was wearing the wrong size or, well, first of all, I gained a little weight. So for some reason, when I gain weight, my titties get bigger. And so that was part of the problem. The other problem is I've had the bras for a while, so they lose their shape. And then, the other part of it is your boobs change after you have a kid. And I've definitely went bra shopping since my daughter's been born. But, I wash them sometimes. They slide into the dirty clothes and they get in the washer sometimes and they just get messed up. Because I've just been tugging at my bras lately, and I'm just like, let me just stop playing with myself and go get some new bras. So as far as underwear is concerned and bras, like I said, we got our shit from Kmart, Walmart, because that's what we could afford at the time, barely. So, I continued that tradition through college. Like, I had no idea.
I was kind of upset with my mother. My boobs could have been nice and perky, and you got them all flip-flop. I never really paid attention to how to shop for bras until I started working at Victoria's Secret. And then I was like, oh, my God, there's like a whole chemistry behind it.
I went and picked up some investments. I call them investments because you can't be having your titties looking dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got some really nice bras yesterday. I got 2 from Nordstrom's and I got some shapers from Victoria's Secret. I went from a 34, I've always been a 34D, but now I wear a 36D.
What makes a bra last is how you take care of the bra and for you to rotate. The more you rotate your bras, the longer they're going to last. That is the way.
If I'm wearing this bra, I need to change it every day?
Every other day. You should
every
change
other day?
Every other day. So you have 4 bras. Okay? That will take you at least to a year. At least. Or less. Okay, give or take. And then you come in because they're going to get stretched out.
Yeah.
The bras stretch out.
Yeah.
Okay, again, you are prolonging the life of the bra because you're going to start here. So therefore, that's going to last a little bit longer. But if you wear the bras for 14 hours a day, it doesn't matter how good of a bra it may be, it's still not going to last as much.
Let me tell you something, Girly Nation. I found a new appreciation for bras. And here I found myself confessing to this 4th generation owner of Town Shop, Danny Koch, with my inability or knack to really select a bra. I mean, it was evident that I had no rhyme or reason.
Isn't that crazy? And the fact that I'm never ask a woman their age, but to get to this point in your life where you know what you know about women and not have that experience, is that the most amazing thing? To think that women that are the smartest species ever built,
That's right,
could get to this point and not have that experience for something that is so fundamentally important to their look, their body, their image. I mean, it's like crazy, right?
It is, and
this is the story. This is what it's all about.
Danny's recommendation was for me to have the bra fitting experience first before we got into the interview. It was a true testament of learning something new every day. I realized I was really doing an injustice to my girls, also known as boobs. All right, so going to a bra fitter or a specialty store staffed with bra experts makes total sense to me now. I get it. I had the light bulbs going off the whole time I was there. That's exactly how I felt. Pop, 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 pop. It was endless. So these bra fitters, they cater to women of all shapes and sizes every day. And they relate to the typical life events that organically happen to all of us at some point in our life. So my bra fitter's name is Alba Salas. She has been doing this for like 20 years plus, and she was featured on the Meredith Vieira Show.
As we get older and I'm part of that group, we tend to develop this little tissue underneath here, the back fat a little bit, and that becomes a huge thing here because they want to minimize or eliminate all that. And all we could do as a bra fitter is minimize what they're talking about, but more than likely, well, very likely, we can all relate to what they really say, you know, what the customer's really saying.
Starting early in life, every girl, I repeat, every girl, or if you missed that window, every woman should get fitted for a bra at an early age so she learns to appreciate her developing body with some TLC from puberty throughout her womanhood. By not doing this, you're shortchanging yourself as a woman, especially as you age.
That's why we narrow it down as to what your needs are. What is that you're looking for? Because I'm just not going to bring you a bra like this when you come in shopping for a bra. So we have to ask. The important, we have to listen to the customer's needs. Once we do that, then it could be in and out. A fitting shouldn't take that long anyway.
Oh, really?
And no, it shouldn't. If you listen to what they're looking for, it should be no more than 15 to 20 minutes in a fitting room, honestly. Okay? And most of us here are trained that we could just look at you and tell the size.
Okay.
The anatomy of the bra was always a guessing game. I like my cup size that I've grown into. For that reason, my focus for this episode will be coming from a B or C cup point of view. But really, the principle is all the same for all the sizes. When I was younger, I remember doing the I must improve my bust exercises, thinking it would help me graduate to the next level, right? Take me from that A status to a B status. Does anyone do that anymore? B-size boobs are like soda or pop. No one likes them flat. We wear push-up bras and we love that time of the month for the extra boobage or oomph, as Alba calls it.
See, when I see this, I just figured, I bought the wrong bra.
Everybody does. And it's a lot of people that get very desperate. They say, ma'am, just give me 1 second. Let me just do what I have to do. So again, gently, this creates a nice little oomph here. It might not be your everyday bra, but it's there for a reason. See, this here is very interesting. This is not for you. This is not flattering at all on you. It's just making you flat, and it's just not covering you here.
Yeah.
So it's not a good bra.
Okay.
Okay? It doesn't mean that every bra has to work when you're trying them on.
Right. And what I ended up doing after all these years is I just go with the same brand.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Every time.
Yep. I'm a strong believer. I'm very, if it's not broken, why fix it?
Yeah.
You know, why look for the fifth leg on the cat when they only has 4? Mm-hmm. Again, this is pretty, but it's just not a good shape for you.
Yeah.
You see this here, how it's dividing you?
Right.
So yeah, it's not flattering. And here's another lacy style. Try this guy here for me. And again, this is gorgeous. Bring it in. And look at that. So this creates a little, yes. So you have a little oomph, as we call it. Again, it's a very feminine little bra. Very, very easy, very, very comfortable. I know that. And if you want to wear something low in the summer evening or dress or whatever, it's going to...
Was that there in the other bra?
No, because some of them will hit a little bit higher.
Oh, that's
Remember that a sexy bra is a little bit skimpier. It's not as big as the other bras.
Yeah.
Because what makes a bra sexy is the lace and how skimpy it is. You know what I mean? A big bra cannot be sexy at all.
Right.
So yeah, but it does what it's supposed to do. This creates the oomph here, and that's an awesome bra. And that comes in 3 gorgeous colors.
Yeah, and I got the push-up effect. I love that.
Bees are ideal if you need to run out of the house with a hoodie, especially if you don't like wearing bras. I'm even guilty of swaddling my girls and doubling up so that when I go to the gym, they don't move. I understand that it's not simple to do that when you have a D cup or bigger. But wait! I just found out today I'm actually between a C and a D. Alba brings me different styles and cuts to try on. As much as I hate trying on stuff, because I shop online, this exercise is a must. Listen for the oomph effect.
If you don't mind, let me just take a look at remove your bra as well.
Okay.
I just want to see how much breastage. Okay, so you would pretty much a 32D, it would be the way to go.
Really?
Yeah, because...
Why did you decide on a D?
On a D, I tell you what, you're a little bit broader here, your breasts are a little bit more spread out.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring the C so you can see. The C will be too skimpy where you're going to be coming out too much on the side. So what people don't realize is that, say, oh my God, I've always been a C. But when you see it on, they're coming out too much here and too much here. So we fit the whole cup itself.
Okay.
And you'll see the difference when I bring in a couple of bras.
Okay.
So at the beginning I said 34, but I think I'll be comfortable with a 32 for you. So I'm going to come back with a couple of 32.
Okay.
C and D's, and then we'll take it from there.
All right, let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, as you can tell by my reaction, I was trying to come to grips with being a D. I mean, it's bad enough getting a D on your report card, but then being officially a D... I'm still trying to adjust, but no worries. Alba points out that depending on the cut of the bra, when I wear a C, I had spillage on the sides of my breasts.
So this is a D cup. I mean, you're very fit. You don't have that much coming out here, but look what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to bring everything inside the cup. I'm cleaning it out as much as possible, and I'm incorporating everything in the bra.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? You're completely in.
Right.
And it's still a nice little bra.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to do the same here. You do know that we all have one breast bigger than the other one. Are you aware of that?
No.
Yes.
Which one of mine
It's usually
is bigger?
it's usually the right.
Oh.
You don't realize that, but it happens. It's more pronounced on some of us more than others, depending on the side of the breast.
I think
On
this,
how heavy.
this nipple tends to go down.
Yeah, it happens. But do you see the fit of that bra?
I do.
Okay, so I mean, your bra wasn't that bad that you came in
But
with.
it's the band.
But it was exactly, and you should feel the difference. Another thing is that when you shop for a bra, you should always begin at the loosest. As the bra stretches, you have room to go. You should never purchase a bra. You should never leave the store where the bra is here, because it's going to stretch out. The moment that you wash the bra in 3 months, you will not be able to have any room. So you're prolonging the life of the bra by the bra starting here.
So you start on the first hook.
At the loosest, yeah.
Oh.
And then you keep taking it in and taking it in.
I never
Because
knew
remember,
that.
it needs to be firm here in order for the bra to fit properly. If the bra is already stretched out, it's not going to sit on you properly. It's going to ride up in the back. You're going to have a problem with the straps, among many other things.
So here I had 2 takeaways. Number one, you start at the first hook and you work your way in. And then the second one is the band. That's it. I figured out I stretch out my bands too soon and I shorten the lifespan of my bra. Like I said earlier, I've not been a big-chested girl and I've always hovered between that B and C cup. But today I learned that I've been really doing it all wrong, starting from the actual store purchase to the care and maintenance of my bras. I learned that I'm between a C and a D. Both Alba and Danny are really synced up more than they really realize when they talk about Town Shop's process and emphasize it's about the fit and determining the right size for their customers.
And that's pretty much the whole concept.
Yeah.
Again, we don't tape measure. We go through the process of elimination. We pretty much ask, get so much information as to what you're looking for, because the whole idea is to narrow it down as to what you want. You see what I mean? There's different kinds of bras. You have molded, you have padded, you have lacy, you have non-lacy styles.
This is not padded though,
No,
right?
this is a molded style.
Okay.
A padded bra is a little bit heavier, like a Victoria's Secret type of thing.
Yeah.
Yours is molded.
Oh, it is?
This is molded, honey.
I don't like my headlights showing.
No, I know. This is a little bit lighter, but this one here is the same width,
Okay.
the same thickness as this one, which we're going to try.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And on this particular fabric, the nipples will not show.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So it's not only me doing it wrong, because according to Town Shop, 80% of us are wearing the wrong bra size.
I want you to remove everything on top.
Okay.
And pretty much we go through the process of elimination where we size you first and then we bring you pretty much what you're looking for.
Okay.
I would do for you a 34B.
I used to be a
Turn around,
34B.
and it all depends on the bra. And actually, every bra is different, every cup is different. It's like when you purchase a pair of jeans, no jeans are the same fit. You have to try it and see what they do for your butt.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. You have to try the bra to see what they do for your breasts.
Okay.
So it's not like it's written in stone that 34B is your size. It doesn't work that way. You have to try because every cut is different.
Oftentimes we get caught up in brand name. We focus on that store that's in the spotlight and we think of their personnel as the experts. But truth is, a lot of these bra fitting specialty stores give you the personalized experience. And in the case of Town Shop, they really have had a long-standing reputation serving generations of customers.
I worked with my dad up until a couple of years ago, and he was also, very passionate about this customer service part of the business and making sure our customers are treated like gold. And for me, that's really what it's all about. I mean, I'm not a very numbers-driven person, so it's really all about just doing the best that we can do while the customer's there. There are going to be people that aren't going to be happy at the end of the day, but you know something? 95% of the people who walk out of here are thrilled. They love the experience. They love shopping here. They've been shopping here for years. They love telling us how long they've been shopping here. We have sometimes 3 generations of customers shopping here at a time on a Saturday. It'll have the grandmother who got fitted by my grandmother for her wedding gown and for the nursing bras for the daughter, and then the daughter who's coming and bringing her daughter for her first bra. And it's like, it just doesn't happen very often in business that you have a business going long enough for people to tell that story. So I'm very passionate about keeping it going as long as we can and doing the same thing, and also making believe that my grandma is still my boss and looking over my shoulder. We actually have a big picture of her in the front of the store. It's a tribute to them. I mean, I'm following in the footsteps. I didn't build this amazing thing. I made it bigger, I made it better, I made it a little bit easier to shop, but this is 3 generations before me that really helped to put this thing on the map, and I'm just carrying the torch.
I always had this stigma that this was a department store thing, and because I'm not a big-chested woman, I've always had options. But I always wondered why the same repeated bra situations happen to me all the time. Alba helps me uncover what I was doing wrong and really schools me on the anatomy of a bra.
So let's try a couple of different styles. So this one here is a little bit lower. You can see it here.
Okay. What's the proper way to take it off? I usually just go.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. What matters is when you put it on, is that you make the effort, the conscious effort to bring it nice and low in the back. Your bra should never be that high up. And then proceed on putting everything inside the cup. Like I was showing you.
Yeah, never
just don't
did
put it
that.
on and keep on walking. Literally, physically, what you just grab in, just shimmy in and put in everything inside the cup. Especially somebody that has a little bit more.
Yeah.
Who has a lot of breast tissue that we have to work with. I mean, we go up to size K. So it's just to give you an idea.
What would K?
Oh my God, it is.
Is that cup or is that back?
No. Remember, the number is the back band. The letter is the cups.
The letter is the cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put your hands through here for me.
Okay, seriously, full disclosure. I'm in my lingerie drawer as we speak, and I'm going to count to see how many bras that I actually have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these vary. So they vary from strapless to ones that I only wore once because it's the wrong size. I'm just gonna throw them on the ground and count them. And it looks like, according to Alba, I should have 2 or 3, and I could tell right away I've exceeded that number by far. I think I have bras dating back to many moons ago. I'm keeping it real, guys. Okay, so we're ready to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I could tell you right now, I've only worn a quarter of these. My embarrassing story, I call it the bra and the makeup syndrome. We're guilty of having both our bras and makeup for years, even though it's not a healthy look. No lie. Hear this. I just threw out a bra that I bought in London from Marks & Spencer's from 2001, this year. Do the math.
45 bras should last you at least about a year.
Okay.
Or so. Okay. Depending how much you rotate. If you buy 1 bra or 2 bra, and you come in at least every 3 months or every 6 months or so just to come and get bras. Because remember, the more you wear them, the more you're going to stretch them out.
Yeah.
And we do wear bra for 12 to 14 hours a day. Most of us do.
Yeah, I was stretched as fuck. I think only one hook was even working. But I was able to get at least 1 to 2 days wearing out of it before either the strap would fall down on my shoulder or it just kind of lost elasticity on its own. But this is something that daughters really need to be schooled on as they're blossoming in and out of that puberty phase.
There's a generation of women and there's a dividing line. And some of them were taught at a really early age about the importance of bras, the importance of support, and the importance to never put their bras in a washing machine. That's a whole generation of people. Unfortunately, in that same generation, there's a whole group of people that never went for a bra fitting, that put their bras in the washing machine,
right,
and picked cheap bras from Victoria's Secret, The Gap, wherever, think they can size themselves, and truly believe that the size that they were when they were 14 years old is the size they are for the rest of their life. And it doesn't work that way.
Right.
Everything changes.
Yeah.
Weight changes. Time of the month changes. It's a whole other ball game here.
Yeah.
You can't just blanket yourself and say, I was a 34C when I was 14, therefore I'm 34C when I'm 49. It's not the way it works.
Right. For all you moms out there who bought us a training bra through that eeny, meeny, miny, mo method or figured out Victoria's Secrets was the answer, wrong. Danny shares his thoughts on Victoria's Secrets and the bra fitting experience.
It is an unbelievable business. It is the largest selling worldwide lingerie brand ever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody that sells more bras and more underwear than Victoria's Secret. It's an image that they hold themselves in high esteem, but people that sell the quality of bras that we sell, know that we're selling a little bit of a better product or a lot of a better product than what they're selling. it's a wonderful business. And again, for me, it's really about people getting new bras and not wearing old bras. So I'd rather they go to Victoria's Secret and get, a bra for $30 or $29.99 or whatever it is, and have a newer bra than not. But at the same time, once you've had this type of fitting experience in a store, in a specialty store, and you start to see the variety of bras that are from France or from Belgium, or, Wacoal is a Japanese company. They make a lot of their bras, all over the world. But there's a certain quality out there now that probably was never as pronounced as it is today. And we're really all about quality. When you build a building, there's a lot of different ways you can build that building. I mean, there's a lot of different foundations. Some people use steel, some people use concrete, some people are using rocks. But for us, it's like the best quality, just like in the restaurant, the best ingredients are always going to yield the best dish.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the best fabrics, we're talking about the best laces, we're talking about the best underwires. So we comb the entire globe to really try and find the best of the best, and our customers really respond to it, and it's really a wonderful thing to be able to give your customers what you really feel is the best, and then for them to feel their best by wearing it.
PSA Girly Nation, Victoria's Secret is not a fitter. Most department stores aren't trained either. Make the investment and go to a bra store that focuses just on bras. According to Town Shop, if you care for them correctly, all you need is a minimum of 2 to 4 bras for the whole year.
And the other thing is that women tend to get married to these bras. We had a sales associate who's from Sumter, South Carolina, the loveliest woman, worked for my family for many years, and she used to say, you get married to one man, do not get married to one bra. And it's like so important for women to understand that there's got to be variety.
Yeah.
And you can't just wear the same bra every single day. You can't wear the same style every day. Every bra does a different thing.
Like me, Alba and I are from the Caribbean. She's born and raised in the Dominican Republic, so she and I exchanged some interesting cultural discussions when it came to bra choices. Separately, Danny and I had our own sidebar on the same topic.
I don't have many bright colored bras. You know why? Because I don't want it to show through my white shirts.
Okay, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
It's a cultural thing.
Okay, I'm Caribbean,
European,
so I know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was just going to ask you where you're from because it is a cultural thing. I'm Dominican, honey, and I wear anything that I want. In my country, a white bra, a lacy white bra under a white linen shirt, it is the ultimate. Let me tell you, that's right. And I'm surprised that where you're from is not, because it's the American woman. It's the American culture. Let me just say something to you. I've been doing it for a very long time. Okay, in Europe, you tend to sell more of the white and the lace.
Yes.
Here, you hardly sell any of the whites because it's all that nude and whatever. Mm-hmm. Europeans in a certain island, including where I'm from, we are big and white and lacy and showing all that. We love that. But I can assure you, and we have had a couple of bra designers that will come in here and they will ask about why this is not selling. And again, because this culture, the less is better. And you see, they don't want none of that. And I can assure you that I would say 90% of it is a cultural thing. We don't do well with the colors. We do for the younger generation or whatever, but what you're referring to is just a basic nude and black.
Yeah.
Nude and black. Yeah.
That's how I grew up. I love my color.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see that through my shirt.
Yeah.
And when I see it, I'm like,
yeah.
Doesn't she know you're not supposed to wear?
No, there's no such thing. It's a personal preference.
Huh.
There's no rules for that. It's not written in stone anywhere that you have to follow that. Like I said, it's a more of an American culture thing. It's nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah, I can assure you that. I can definitely assure you. And then this is what you call a sexy bra.
This is hot.
This is hot. You understand? And we have the matching little
the underwear?
The underwear. This is adorable. And again, you could wear, just bring it in. See, but it's done in good taste. Look how pretty that is.
It is.
That is gorgeous. That's what you call a gorgeous bra. You could wear something a little bit lower, show the little details here. That is a gorgeous bra. So I make my point to you. So
this is hot.
Yeah.
I would just want to wear it.
Exactly. With a little jacket or whatever the case may be.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah. No, we have a great selection in bras. We really do. It's amazing, the selection that we have.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
This is really,
Yeah.
and it's low.
It is low.
I'm learning low.
There you go. It's the loosest hook.
Yeah.
Never too much pressure on the shoulders.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's another ironic thing. When you go to Europe and you go to Paris, you travel through, these beautiful countries where there's a lingerie store next to a lingerie store next to a lingerie store. Women love to have their blouses open a little bit so you can see their sexy, lacy lingerie.
Wow.
That's part of
Their culture.
The culture. That's part of the image, is to have people see that you care about that stuff.
Huh.
We're so busy doing it with jewelry and tattoos that we forget that it's okay that, everyone knows you're wearing the bra, so what's the big deal? I mean, and in this day and age, there's so much cleavage out there anyway. I mean, there's cleavage in places that you would never expect to see cleavage.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to a toll booth and there's cleavage. It's like the woman in the toll booth. It's
Right.
like, is that something that you would expect to see in a toll booth? No, but you see.
Again, it's all about the experience. It's friendly, personalized, educational, and it's about you and your girls.
But I feel as though we are giving lessons every single day. That this is what we do. Our business and our philosophy is about making sure women wear the right size bra. Right. So there's nothing that's more important to us. There's nothing that we're more passionate about, because at the end of the day, we want women to walk out of here feeling great about what they just bought.
Right.
And there's no greater testament to what we do than the fact that every single day, between 10 and 20 women wear the bra out of the store.
Right.
Because once you have a bra on that actually fits,
it's a new ball game.
It's totally new. And why would you? It's like, it's like walking into a store with an uncomfortable pair of shoes and someone puts a shoe on you that feels like a glove, and you're like, put those other ones in the box. I'm wearing these out. It's the same thing.
Yeah. And after my experience, I could totally identify with that. I feel like I was just schooled.
Well, you were schooled. You were, which is exactly why I didn't want to put the cart before the horse, because it's an enlightening thing. And unfortunately, there's a generation of kids, I'll still call you a kid, that just didn't find this information out.
No.
And this information is just so important. I can't tell you, it is a game changer. The object of the game, from where I sit, is to have your breasts closer to your chin than your belly button. That's the whole concept as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You want your breasts to be as high up and stay as high up as they can
Forever.
for as long as possible.
Right.
They're going to go down. They're going to sink. We all know that. Gravity is a very mean thing. But as long as you have them and you can support them and you can keep them up, that's where we want them to be. Boot camp was really about, hanging out with my grandma.
Okay.
I mean, she was the grande dame. She was the person that really perfected this concept of fitting women for bras without measuring them. We realized that there was no practical application for measuring people, because it's all about the fit, and every bra fits differently and every manufacturer fits differently. So it really got to a point where there wasn't a reason to measure anyone.
Yeah.
The bra fits, it doesn't fit. You get the next size, you get a size smaller, and that's really, how this whole thing, came about. And it was a very different way to fit women. I mean, it wasn't, even today, people are not comfortable with the fact that they're not being measured, but they're being fit. So there's a big difference. And Victoria's Secret measures people.
Yeah.
We fit people.
Okay. Big girls don't cry, right? A bra that's too big, too small, or doesn't fit right can cause back pain. It can irritate your skin, make you feel itchy at times, and generally it just makes you feel uncomfortable with a quickness and maybe even sets you off into a bad mood. So what makes Town Shop unique is that they don't measure. They use their trained eye. And you as a customer, you don't have to walk in there with the specific type of clothing. You don't need to measure yourself before you get fitted either. One thing that I'm going to recommend, if you decide to go to a bra fitter, bring in some of your bras so you understand why it's a good fit or not, directly from the bra fitter. Oh, and think of your bra struggles in advance too. Even better, just make a list. Next, Alba tells me about the proper placement of a bra and what us women do wrong all the time. It's weird. I always thought, like, when I thought of D's, I always thought this.
Everybody, yeah.
Like big.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, so that's interesting. I never put on my bra that way.
No, I have to do this because I'm fitting you.
Oh, okay.
To me, it doesn't make a difference how you put on your bra.
Okay.
It's just that you have to learn where the bra, there's a place for the bra.
Uh-huh.
If your bra is too high up here, then you tend to have a problem. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If your bra is here, then you have a problem with your straps falling.
Yeah, I was always wondering
exactly,
why.
Right. So more than likely, there's two scenarios here. You have, if the bra is not in the proper place, then or the bra is too old and too loose, then you have this problem. Then
with the bra straps falling.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then people keep adjusting and adjusting.
Yeah.
And what you're doing, the bras keep going up this way and this way. And when you have bigger breasts, what happens is then you create all this indentation here.
Yes.
You see what I mean? Because they put so much pressure on your shoulders, but your shoulders should not carry the weight of your breast. It's the fit on the back. Remember that 80% of your lift and support it come from the back band, not from putting so much pressure here. Okay? If you Google the Meredith Vieira Show that I've done, and just Google my name, Alba.
Yeah.
So, I think it comes up under Alba Meredith.
Okay.
Just Google it and it comes up and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm telling you and how I fit the woman. This is a sexy bra, let me tell you. Feel this. See, this is a push-up, okay? So we don't carry that many push-ups. So all these pretty much here are all t-shirt bra. This is a little bit of a push-up. It's a gorgeous bra.
Okay.
Let me show you how it works.
Now, this is one of my pet peeves. Like, sometimes you see women wearing, like, a lacy bra. I just don't like how, if you wear a shirt, you can kind of see the imprint.
Right. So, again, that is your preference. This is why, again, we ask, what is that you're looking for?
Yeah.
If you come in here and you tell me you're looking for a t-shirt bra, guess what? This is what I want to go to. Because it's a smooth, yes, it's a pretty bra and it has the details, the embellishment, but it's going to give you a smooth surface. If you say you want something low, whatever, I'm going to give you something like this here. So it all depends what your needs may be and what you, it's a very pretty little bra. This here, although it has the embellishment on the side, it will still give you a smooth surface here.
Right.
This will not show through your t-shirts.
Right.
Okay, so again, these are all t-shirt bras within own rights. Or
Okay.
whatever.
On the flip side, let's keep it real for a second. Because many of us look for an excuse not to wear a bra.
I'm free.
Are you with me? Any day I could go without wearing a bra is a good day, by default. We all as women can relate to letting the pigeons loose, being braless and wearing our yoga pants. Whipping off the bra as soon as we get home is the liberating part of any woman's day. Pointing them high, nipples to the sky, only a woman can understand. We've all experienced many bra bloopers too. Women complain about underwires popping out all the time. Back and shoulder pain associated with large boobs is no joke. I'm certainly conscious of my headlights showing at all times. And underwires can be seen as a deadly weapon for women with larger boobs too. So both Danny and Alba, they live and breathe boobs and bras, okay? But now they're going to openly share their experiences hearing the biggest complaints from women and their false expectations.
I would say the biggest problem is women in the wrong size. And they come in with the wrong size bra. And again, one of the issues is, like I pointed out to you, is the straps falling or the bra riding up in the back. Because that happens only with two things. Either the bra was too big to begin with, or the bra is already stretched out.
It's about trying to make sure that everyone walks out of here happy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed the experience, and it almost makes me think that I will never shop in a department in a store again
Like, I would make the effort to come here.
Yeah.
Just to...
But there's wonderful specialty stores all over. Actually, even in Maryland, I know 2 women that own a store called Bare Necessities down there. They're 2 sisters, and it's a wonderful, wonderful store in Maryland, and they run a beautiful business.
Oh.
Carry a lot of the same brands that we carry.
Okay.
So.
Makes it fun coming up to New York anyway.
Yeah, no, I'd rather you shop here. But if you have people that, down there that are listening to you, that's a great store.
Okay.
And there's another one called Trousseau that's also down
I have
there.
heard of Trousseau.
I know the owners of that store. They're also terrific. I mean, throughout the country now, there are more and more specialty stores cropping up because Oprah really helped move the needle.
Exactly.
Oprah sort of, said to people, this is how it works.
Yeah.
And, people listen to her. I mean, we've known this, for years, that 80% of the women wear the wrong size and you have to get fitted. And, I mean, this is our life.
Yeah.
But it's something that really is incredibly important for women to do for themselves and really get it. And you got it.
I got it.
And now, the gospel has to go out. So,
I'm telling you.
So people can jump on board.
Start them young when puberty hits so that
There's
it's ingrained.
No doubt. It is so important. I mean, I go to the beach and I see, 22-year-old women with stretch marks when they're wearing bikinis and stuff. And I'm like, this is so avoidable. You didn't have to do this to yourself. But if you wear Victoria's Secret 34C and you're a 32 double D, your breasts are too heavy for that bra. And there's things in your chest called Cooper's ligaments, like the ligaments in your legs. And Cooper's ligaments are these ligaments that are there and they're rigid.
Okay.
But as the skin stretches, the ligaments loosen, and once they loosen, that's what makes you flop, and that's why the support of the bra is so important, because the ligaments have to be held up.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. I was Generation Oprah, otherwise known as Gen O. Where was I when she was talking about all this bra fitting stuff? Back fat is driven by your weight. Alba has found herself at times just conceding to the customer, given how important it is to them to hide the back fat over bra support. She is not a miracle worker.
And the other thing, and I even spoke about that on the Meredith Vieira Show, is that you're fitting on a bra, and this is the woman here. I'm fitting on the bra, and she's not focusing on what the bra is doing here. This is her. But what about this? You see it? I have it. You see it there?
Oh, like
what
the
about that?
the back fat kind of thing?
Exactly, right. And again, we can minimize it, but we cannot get rid of it. Okay, and the other thing is that when you come here for the bra, we focus on the support. We focus absolutely on the comfort of the bra, but I'm not focusing on the back fat.
Yeah.
That is not what I'm here to do.
Right.
So that is my personal pet peeve.
Okay.
And then I have to let them know, ma'am, when you put on your bra, you're coming this way. You're not coming into
your
your
back
this way.
Right.
Do you follow what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
And this is where it comes in.
Yeah. You can't perform miracles.
You cannot. I can minimize it. I could do a lot of things, but I cannot perform a miracle. I really can't.
Yeah.
And again, this is the interesting thing. They would sabotage the fit of the bra just to accommodate
the back.
The back. I'll tell you how. You see how you're 32? You will take a 36, and the bra will be all the way up here. But it's okay. They don't care about the front.
Oh.
And that's when you have to let go and just give whatever they want.
Right.
You see what I mean?
So
you come here for the solution. We try to give you the solution. Sometimes you have to pick your battles and say, wait, I can't solve it.
Yeah.
When it comes to the care and maintenance of a bra, I'm here to tell you that I've been doing it all wrong, and I'm going to assume that you have too. Admittedly, those machine cycles have ruined my bras. I remember one time when the dryer even ripped my barely worn bra into 2 pieces, and it was one of my favorite ones too. Not happy. Which brings me to the right care and maintenance. Alba shares her do's and the don'ts.
It's very important. The detergent that you use is very important. Your bra should be hand wash.
Really?
Yeah, hand wash.
Oh.
And it's not that difficult. Everybody makes the same face.
Cause that's work.
No, it's not. Well, you take a shower. You take your 2 black bras and you put them in the sink. Okay, you just leave them there. You take a shower, you dry, you put your lotion, go back to the sink. Okay, and just go like this with the bra. Here it is. Sometimes when you wear a black bra, you tend to have a little bit of deodorant here. Just smudge it in with the same fabric, okay? And all you're doing is rinse it out, and hang it to dry.
Okay.
If you put the bra in the machine, you're taking a chance that you're bending the wire, okay? And you're really messing with the lycra of the bra, the elasticity of the bra. Okay. Also,
even if you put it in those bags?
Yes, you're still taking a chance to do that. Okay, if you really make an investment on your bras, you should definitely take care of your bras.
Okay.
That's how we look at it.
Yeah.
Also, the detergent that you use, you have to be careful what these baby. You know, the simplest thing that you could do, baby shampoo. Believe it or not, it works well. I tell you why. I'd rather for you to use that instead of you using anything that has alcohol in it. Alcohol tends to break up the elasticity of the bra. Okay, so again, you want to do anything to prolong the life of the bra. Am I right?
Yeah.
So again, you can buy anything that's Ivory Snow, Baby Dress. We sell special soaps here. But if you don't want to invest money on that, just get baby shampoo and just do it. They have the little sample bottles in the 99-cent store in the stores or whatever. Then you can just get it.
Oh.
Yeah, like Woolai and Thai. Those things are no good.
Really?
They have a lot of alcohol and petroleum and all that stuff that is no good.
Okay, I know you guys are going to be sick of me saying this, but I had so much fun and I was amazed by the results. Again, I fully enjoyed the experience of being fitted for a bra. I understand my cup, my shape size better, and I understand what a good fit feels like. It definitely added more pep to my step, and you know what? You're going to have a new appreciation for your boobs after this. Nadia's in her 40s. She's going through menopause, but the difference is she's been to a bra fitter, and her experience confirms that the struggle is no longer real.
You know what? I think more women need to be fitted. And not all of us can fit in a Victoria's Secret bra. Not all of us can go to the deep discount and get a bra. Or at least make sure you have one, if not 2 good bras, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all...
Yeah, like you spent all this money. No, I went. And what was interesting about that, because I went once and I went back again when I needed to buy more bra. Because I was like, I want to make sure that they know what they're doing. I want to make sure there's consistency. I'm like, I am not the person to mess with. So you think you measure me once, I'm going to somebody else to make sure that you know what you have done.
Yeah.
Yes, so I did.
And that's what they told me, though. Everybody should go once a year because your body changes.
Yes, and the back fat has a lot to do with, these are things that, you start maturing and someone gives you a bra and there are no questions asked. You start wearing it. And as you get older, you just put on a bra, it fits, and you kind of go like nothing to it in terms of how does one know, like, what fits me, whatever. Yeah. What was interesting is I actually picked up, before I even opt for the fitting, I actually went to the rack, picked up a couple bras to go fit them myself. So the woman, I went over to her and I said, oh, do you have like a 36B, whatever? And she says, you're not a 36B. I'm looking at her like, what the hell? You're going to tell me what I am not? Like, little old white lady, you don't know me. She says, I'm sorry, darling, you're not a 36B. So she comes back and she brings out double Ds and I'm like, I'm sorry. And then I put them on and then they fit. And I'm like, am I missing something here?
So after being fitted, this experience confirms either how spot on you were or way off. I'm not on the big boob team, but my takeaways apply to every woman no matter what your size is. Okay, let's do a little recap on Danny and Alba's golden rules. Number 1, when your bra strap falls down on your shoulder, it's because of 2 reasons. It's either because your bra is too old and it's loose, or the band is not in the proper place on your back. Remember, it should be low. Number 2, the number 32, 36, 42, 46 is for the back band, and the letter is for the cup size. Number 3, Victoria's Secret measures women. Town Shop and other bra fitters fit women. Number 4, hand wash your bras with baby shampoo or fabric care wash. Number 5, don't use the tightest hook. It was killing the lifespan of my bra and I was stretching it out way before its time. Number 6, get fitted every year. It's a boob temperature check, especially when you're still in your puberty phase. Number 7, you need to scoop your breast tissue into your bra. You just don't put on your bra and think you're one and done. You gotta scoop and swoop it all in. Girly Nation, notice there is a trend here. Yep, another one. We all had no idea. And this seems to be like a recurring statement here. Too many times. We all had no idea about this whole bra fitting thing. Even if you go and you don't buy anything, at least the expert is going to tell you what you're doing right versus wrong. What became evident from a bra fitter were my personal likes, my dislikes, the fit, the cut. This has officially closed the chapter on my bra struggles. No more excuses from me. I liken this experience to getting prescription glasses, right? When you get a new prescription, you can't wear the old glasses because it messes up your sight now. The prescription has changed either for the better or for the worse. Same thing with the bra. You get fitted for the right bra. Why are you going to go back and use those bras that weren't fitting you correctly? Now I have a drawer full of bras that need to be archived or in other cases just tossed out because it's not just going to feel the same. And there you have it. That wraps up another episode of the Keep It 100 Girls Show. Hope you enjoyed it. Please tweet you listened to this episode by tagging me on Twitter or Instagram at Nina Babel. Or what's even better, you can follow or send me a Snapchat. New episodes of the Keep It 100 Girls Show drop every Tuesday on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Don't forget to share this show with your girlies. Anybody that has a question or a personal story, send your email to ask@NinaBabel, and I will feature it on an upcoming show. Give me some love, Girly Nation. Show me your girl hug by subscribing, rating, and reviewing the podcast in iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. I'm the new chick on the iTunes block. When you rate and review my podcast, you're helping my position in each iTunes category. Check my vids on YouTube by typing in Nina Babel. Tune in to next week's episode where women will be keeping it real and true about Botoxing the aging process. It's not just for wrinkles anymore, son. Thanks, girl. Smooches.